In the spiritual world, every sensuous object is created as a result of the divine life, acting through the wills and intellects of spirits and angels. The divine life of love and wisdom inflows into the minds of angels and spirits, from which is created a representative world of sensory objects that reflects the recipient being's psycho-spiritual organization. The affections and beliefs of the receiving mind determines what is presented as its outer perceptible world. The mind combines different sensory inputs, sight, touch, smell, into a single cohesive object. For instance, we perceive a flower through its visual appearance, texture and fragrance. While we typically think of the flower as a separate physical entity existing independently, a spiritual mode of thought shifts the focus from the flower itself to the mental structures and processes it represents. In both natural and spiritual states of being, the object of perception remains the same. Although the flower appears to exist outside of us in physical space, it actually exists within our senses. The qualities we perceive, such as sight, touch and smell, while appearing to be properties of an object in an external world, are sensations that are only present in the mind. It is the strength of this appearance that leads to a belief in the reality of an external space independent of mind. The spiritual mind, enlightened by divine truths, understands that space and time are states of the mind. Objects therefore exist within the sentient faculties. In contrast, the natural mind believes in a material world distinct from sensations. This natural perspective holds that sensations of the external world are mere transcripts of a material reality, transmitted through the senses to the brain. Natural thinking is convinced of the actual existence of matter and the correctness of their assumption that sensory imagery is transmitted from the external world. This belief persists despite the fact that the only evidence supporting it is found in the images themselves, which appear solely within the sentient faculties. The evolution of sensuous objects in the spiritual world reveals a profound distinction between spiritual and natural perceptions. In the spiritual realm, objects are recognized as relating to states of the mind, created by the interaction of the divine life with the wills and intellects of spirits and angels. In contrast, the natural mind perceives reality in purely material terms, holding that the cause of its sensations are the result of external stimuli making impressions on the brain through the body's sensory organs. This divergence underscores the fundamental shift in understanding that occurs when transitioning from a material to a spiritual worldview, where reality is no longer seen as external, but as an expression of the inner life.